Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, welcome to ACL's Call of Duty League. I'm in Maniac, joined by Mikester. This is our first ever Call of Duty League. I'm excited, Mikester. We've got some awesome CoD ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm excited as well to be here, but these teams that have made it through are the best teams currently competing in this ANZ region, and it's really exciting to see how they'll pair up against each other.
It's going to be some amazing Call of Duty action. Now, a little bit about the competition for those of you playing at home. The ACL Call of Duty League is going to pit the top 8 teams across Australia and New Zealand by MLG Pro points over the next 7 weeks in our open playoffs, after which the top 4 teams will then go through to the Pro playoffs to be crowned Call of Duty Ghosts ANZ champions for 2014. It's going to be an amazing competition. Now, we're going to see the teams in front of us. Now, again, Mike, so these are the top 8 teams across Australia and New Zealand for Pro points. Let's just run through them quickly. Of course, first seed, Team Immunity.
Yep, coming in second, is going to be Curse. And, I mean, those top 2 teams already are just undisputed to just be competing at that top end. And, I mean, out of the overall 8 teams, I think those are going to be the favourites.
Yeah, well, look, they're going to be a hard team to beat. And, of course, then moving on to the second seed in this competition, Curse AU. We're going to be seeing them playing relatively soon. That team going overseas to play in the Call of Duty Championships. They went amazingly well over there, and we can expect nothing but great stuff from them here.
Coming in third will be Team Storm, who just recently took out ACL Sydney. Going to be just trying to back it up with another victory here in this one. And third place after all those pro points as well coming in from that event. And fourth is going to be Plantronics Envy, who unfortunately couldn't break into the top 3, but still had a good event nevertheless.
Yeah, of course. They did place 4th, as you said, at ACL Sydney. And look, coming into this competition in 4th seed, definitely a top contender. Moving on there to Fright as well. Can't rule these guys out either. Some talented players in this mix.
Yeah, they've just recently formed their team, but have all experienced players on their lineup. Now, in 6th seed is going to be Trident Rebellion, and we saw these guys go off in recent events. Most recently, ACL Sydney as well. We had those players just all hyped up. 1v3s coming out from a lot of them, and I mean, they're going to be an interesting addition to this league as well.
And ruling out the bunch here in 7th and 8th, we do have L2 Adapt and Impulse. Now, they are the lowest seed in this competition, but they are here for a reason. They have gained their MLG Pro points, are able to compete in this competition, and it's going to be some very exciting stuff. Moving on to our schedule tonight, we have some awesome Call of Duty action to bring you guys at home. We're going to be having the teams of Team Envy versus Storm, and then afterwards we're going to be seeing Curse AU up against Fright. Some amazing matches to kick off our inaugural Call of Duty Ghost League.
Yeah, that's going to be live here on mlg.tv/ACL, but also off stream there is going to be Curse AU taking on L2 Adapt, and of course Curse AU taking on Fright as well. So those are also going to be some great matches to unfold for round 1 of this league.
It's going to be an awesome round 1 of the Call of Duty Ghost League. Now, as we said, we do have Plantronics Envy up against Storm, your 4th versus 3rd seed. Let's talk a little bit about these lineups. Now, Team Storm, you have Yaza. Oh my God, this guy went so huge at ACL Sydney. I was so impressed. He went huge for his team.
Then you have Fate as well, formerly a Halo player, converted over to Call of Duty, and then has been making a name for himself. And you got to keep in mind, this lineup took out ACL Sydney. They took out some of the best teams competing there. You also have Luke and Swifty to add to that lineup, and you also have the substitute player who's actually competing in this lineup is going to be Virenzin as well. And he's also he's generally their regular sub play in for these online events, and he's definitely been able to hold his weight here in this team.
Yeah, definitely. It is going to be a strong team to beat. But, of course, trying to do that feat themselves is going to be Plantronics Envy, where we have Claw, Mauji, Fergs, and subbing in for them Mental. Now, let's talk through a little bit about these teams. These guys, again, went 4th at ACL Sydney. They played absolutely huge. Really, really well done for them. Unfortunately, not able to crack top 3, but I think they're going to be battling hard for this clear competition.
I think they just want to finish out the Call of Duty Ghost season with a great win to themselves. And I mean, you're going to be having Mental subbing in for Beast, and so he's got some big shoes to fill. But with that right confidence and with the right team, he should be able to make it happen.
Yeah, well, hopefully we're going to be seeing some awesome action from these guys. I don't expect any less for what will be the last Call of Duty Ghost tournament from the Australian Cyber League. Everyone wants to take out this final competition to, of course, be crowned the champions of Call of Duty Ghost. Full stop. new game coming up. It's going to be some exciting stuff, and I know people are pumped for that, but people want to prove themselves in this competition first.
I mean, this game's not over yet. You have to wait until November for the next one, and there's still plenty of competitions to play for. Primarily this league, though. I mean, as you mentioned, those top 8 teams from those pro points, so they've competed throughout the whole year. They've got a reward out of the end of it to play in this league, and I mean, at the end of it, the winner will be crowned the ANZ Call of Duty champion. So that's something, bragging rights.
Well, indeed, bragging
Definitely,
rights.
I think the biggest thing.
Indeed, it's for taking out the last. It's a little bit of prestige about taking out the last. It kind of has the feel of the whole championship round. Everyone kind of feels it. So, talking a little bit about the teams that we did go through. Who are we expecting? Now, you did mention that Team Immunity will probably take it out, but we see the likes of Curse, who obviously have stepped up. Well, actually, one of Australia's best. We saw Storm take out ACL Sydney. We saw, of course, some great work by the guys of Fright. Also, we did see, who else have we got in the mix there? We've got Envy. We've got a few others as well. So, I mean, it's going to be a really hotly contested competition. So, guys, we're going to be going into this game very, very soon. What we might do is we might cut to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be having the first game, which is going to be Domination on Sovereign, Plantronics Envy versus Storm. We'll be right back.